Let's start right at the beginning. I was 13 years old when I was diagnosed with a back problem, real bad scoliosis, just all kinds of stuff going on in there. Saw a physical therapist, got a few things, and I basically spent the next 30 years dealing with pain, dealing with the bad movement, just dealing with these deficiencies. No one ever told me that I could fix them, and I just kind of lived with it because you get told that that's just the way it is. It just becomes your life. I first heard about functional patterns last year, March, when I was in Phuket. Somehow stumbled on it on a Facebook or something, subscribed to the email newsletter, took one look at it and went, this isn't for me. Because at that point I was 240 pounds, I was lifting 3 or 4 times a week, riding a bike. I felt really fit, but I had back pain all the time. I just worked around it. And then out of the blue, late November last year, basically my back went bang. All that bullshit that I'd done for 30 years caught up with me. I found myself in a hospital in Thailand and was told I needed surgery. I was on intravenous morphine. I had no idea how to get home. It was just a total stuff up. And I ended up going to Australia, getting an MRI, trying to get it sorted out with what was a really good physical therapist, but they could only take me so far. And I just knew, looking on YouTube, I figured that there had to be something I could do, and I ended up going back to functional patterns, looking at some of Naughty's videos, trying a few of the things that I could do, and it was something as simple as just releasing something in the hip and trying to get a little bit of relief. And it helped, it made a difference, and I made a decision there that we were going to come back to Seattle and I was going to try and work with Naughty. I arrived here in June, pretty much a broken man. Yeah, I could walk, sort of. I was in a terrible state. I could run for 30 seconds with some severe pain. I was chowing down painkillers. I was just not in a good place. And from the first session, things were different. And 10 weeks later, I'm leaving. I fly out of the country tomorrow. I'm leaving a different guy. I mean, I'm living in a different body. I move differently. I don't have pain. The guy has actually changed my life. And I've seen dozens of people over the years. I've seen physical therapists, I've seen osteopaths, I've seen just back gurus, you name it. No one really gave me any relief, and no one ever said that we could adjust the structure. No one ever said we could take care of the curvature of the spine, that we could actually get rid of the compression. No one ever gave me hope that things could change, and this guy has. Functional patterns has changed my life. Anyone who knows me looks at me now and goes, what have you been doing, man? How are you so straight? How are you moving like this? 6 months ago I was on a walker. I couldn't walk. I was taking enough painkillers to like stun an elephant. And damn, man, things are different now. I'll keep working with Naughty. I'll keep doing functional patterns. I'm never going to stop. But I'm also never going back to the dysfunctional bullshit that I used to do. You know, heavy lifting and hours on a bicycle. Those days are gone. I feel like a different man now. And I know that Naughty will just keep giving me options, techniques, things that I can do. He's changed everything. And I can't thank him enough, seriously. It's been something of an experience. To go from where I've gone, like, to raise 30 years in 10 weeks, I don't know what you call that, man. It's a miracle, it's the work of a genius. Whatever it is, I'm grateful. So yeah, if you've got anything that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, if you're struggling with pain, movement, functionalpatterns.com is the start. There's nowhere else to look. End of discussion, seriously.